Last year during September, I was quite pissed at the month being labeled as Suicide Prevention Month because it was like it's not going to change anything at this point. So I was quite angry with it. But here's the thing. My mental health has been used against me already, and I thought to act cold-hearted or whatever to just fake it. But here's the thing. A friend told me that she would rather speak out and possibly be annoying or boring or whatever than keep it in, not for her own sake, but the worst possible scenario someone can do after you speak out, saying that you're annoying or boring, which obviously does hurt a lot. But the best thing that could happen is change someone's life, to save someone's life by just saying something that another person might be feeling in the moment. And honestly, a year ago, I would have sworn to you that I wasn't an expressive person, that I don't know how to express my own emotions, my own problems, that I don't really speak about anything. And that was true for a while until I entirely lost it in January this year. With the start of 2025, everything just went steep downhill, and I don't know where I'm at this point. So I haven't survived 2025 to stay silent about everything. And it's also a promise to myself that I won't really shut up. When I do open up to a friend, I do feel like a burden still, and then I'm told that I'm not a burden, and then I don't believe them. Well, I do believe them, but I just don't believe it myself, inside myself. I believe that they mean what they say. So I don't really know. I don't really have a script for this video. I just wanted to say my thoughts, whatever is on my mind. So I've lived through like two extremes of emotions, let's say. One is feeling too much about everything and everyone around me. And that is my kind of natural tendency to do so, to feel a lot. And I've been called oversensitive, mostly by my parents. But with therapy, I actually realized it's a very human thing to feel, and I just happen to have a lot of emotions that I just don't know how to entangle sometimes. And that I feel a lot and I can analyze in a different way. And even though sometimes it might feel like a curse to me, I should actually take it as a blessing. So this is what I took from therapy. So I've always been like this. I've always cared so much about things going around me, especially anything that's happening in the life of a person I love, of a friend, of anything they share with me, whether it's good or bad. I feel deeply. And obviously, looking at all the news, the politics and the wars, the fights with human rights that just seem so absurd. Everything is inside me all of the time, and that's my normal state. This is who I am, and it took me a while to accept it, I guess. Um, I can't say that I handle it well all of the time, but I accepted it, that it's who I am. But then there's another extreme, which I had during 2021 and a good chunk of 2022. So it was during COVID, and I didn't feel like a person. I just felt nothing internalized. Like all emotions I had were caused by football, by watching football matches, and football made me angry or happy or whatever. But that's like external emotions. I didn't really feel anything regarding my life. I didn't have a survival instinct. I was just going, I don't know, I was kind of surviving, let's say, and I had a tendency to just, well, not tendency, I just had this urge to start everything anew, for something to drastically change. And a very, very clear idea of that was to just move to a whole other city on a new continent where no one knows me. And it wouldn't even matter if I had to live in the sewers, as long as it like kickstarted my survival instincts, which I didn't have. I didn't have any because I didn't care about anything in my life. I had started new university in 2020, and I just didn't feel like I was a university student. It's like I took an online course, and without any responsibility of finishing it, and I got stuck. It was like quicksand for me year after year, and I lost 4 years of my life. 4 years of my life for something to happen in the fourth year that absolutely changed the way I look at everything, but mostly grief, because I didn't know how to deal with grief. I had lost my grandmothers when I was 12, and I was just like, reading a book afterwards, and I was asked by my cousins, like, how are you? And I said, oh yeah, I have a book report coming soon, and yeah, I'm fine. It's just I had this like outlook on let's focus on the living, but never really internalized grief. In 2024, I was struggling with grief in the sense of me refusing the grief because I thought that I didn't deserve it. I didn't deserve to mourn, um, which, if you're confused about that, like not deserving of grief, don't worry, you're not the only one. I successfully confused 4 professionals to psychiatrists and to psychologists, Uh, so yeah, it's a long story and a very complicated one. But my outlook on life has been changed so many times in the past year, especially in the past 9 months of this year. And there are some things that I realized. There are different types of people, how they react to crisis, and if they give signs or anything. And sometimes there are no signs of someone struggling. Sometimes you have to ask yourself if I know some an overly energetic phase in their life is just them coping and trying to make the situation fun while they're not really okay inside. um I still don't know what my coping mechanism is. I have had many, and I just have to tell you that whatever coping mechanism you need to keep yourself alive um, is okay. It's fine. You're just trying to survive. If you're struggling with finding reasons to stay, I made a little something that I wanted to do after one of my crises. And I made a website. This is my like first and only website I did. It's a very basic, like a gallery of reminders to stay. It's called reasons to live dot space. I will link it in the description. I don't gain anything by you visiting the website. I just created it for people to read something and to maybe add their own reasons and their own pieces of art or whatever keeps them going. And you know, if you're struggling, I have to tell you that if you don't feel like there's a way out, well, that's called tunnel vision, and it's basically this thing of you just seeing black or white. So if you can't get to that white solution, if you can't solve, if you can't reach that white goal, then it's black. It has to be black. It has to be that only way out. But it's not. Leaving this world is not a way out. Just, I promise you, just wait it out. Just wait it out. I know that when I was in a crisis back in June, because I had previously read about the theories of suicidality and all that, I could identify that I was experiencing tunnel vision and what I was doing, and that I couldn't find another way out. So, but I just kept telling myself, wait it out, wait it out. You obviously you can't see the answer right now, and it might not be obvious in a few days either, but you might have a sense of an idea, some sense of confidence in a few days that not everything is lost. And I promise you it isn't. I promise you, and I know what the thoughts inside your head might look like. Like, I obviously don't know your own mind, but I know how they can feel, and they can hurt so much, so much. It's with an unbearable amount of weight. but just wait it out. Okay, I promise you, just wait it out. And if you want to doom scroll through something, just go to reasons to live dot space and I don't know, scroll there. It's not a huge gallery, but read the things on there and might help you. I hope it does. I hope it helps at least one person. So yeah, I guess this was me being, I don't know, open about things. Um, you know, I just want to add that one reason that I have not given up on myself is that um I heard someone, I don't want to go into details to like protect their privacy, but just begging for, if you're in a crisis, to get help, like begging people in front of them to just get help. And I think that altered chemistry, my brain chemistry forever. And it's not easy. Neither crisis is the same. And all of them just require waiting it out. I promise you. Just wait it out a bit, get help, because I really want you to get better. I really hope that you can do it as quickly as possible, to ease your pain as quickly as possible, and I just know that you can. So yeah, I don't know what will be of this YouTube channel. I don't know if I'm going to keep posting. You probably found this video through my Twitter. But this goes for any day of the year, not just September, which is Suicide Prevention Month. Not just on 10th of October, which is Mental Health Day. Goes for any day of the year, any time of day, if you're doom scrolling at 3 a.m. I want you to take care, okay? I really do. So I hope this video helps at least someone. See